Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Took Over Konoha. And yeah guys, it is my own story, but the idea is taken from a different YouTuber who also makes What If. And you know the name, if you know, AR Legends. He has been making What Ifs even before me, and I still enjoy his What Ifs to the day. In a recent week or so, he has uploaded a new series, and to be honest, I was quite literally enjoying that one. So yeah, I thought, why don't I make a version of my own? So the credit goes to him, but yeah, the plot and the story may be a little bit different, maybe a little bit same, but it will be my own idea and my own story. As you know, I make unscripted stories, as is this one, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins at the Valley of the End, 13 years after the QB attack, as we go there to see two figures standing on opposite direction on the statues that were present there. Madara Uchiha statue and Hashirama Senju's statue, two of the most strongest shinobi in the history of the elemental nation who have fought there, and henceforth the place was named as the Valley of the End, where the endest battle has occurred between two friends and rivals. As upon them, a new set of friends were standing against each other by the same twisted fate, an Uchiha and an Uzumaki, as both of them were looking at each other with narrowed eyes, one hell-bent on bringing back his friend, while the other one hell-bent on leaving behind his homeland to get revenge on his brother for destroying his clan. And these two were Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke, I'm gonna bring you back whether you like it or not. You can try all you want, Naruto. I am done with the village. I need revenge, and for that I need power, which Orochimaru is offering. But he needs your body. Did you not hear him correctly in the second exam when he gave you that mark? I heard him correct, and I am willing to give that up as well if I get my revenge on Itachi. You're insane. I'll drag you back even if I have to break each and every bone in your body. As Naruto and Sasuke begin to clash and fight with one another, but Sasuke, due to his rage-driven force, was able to activate and tap into the power of the curse mark, second stage, and he turned into a demonic being, and this was all being monitored by a third figure, which was Kakashi Hatake, who froze at the sight of his own jutsu, his prized jutsu Chidori, being literally pierced through one of his students, his sensei's son, Naruto. No, it can't be. As soon as this was happening, he arrived on the other side and kicked Sasuke on the face, sending him face first to the wall. As he looked down at Naruto, who was bleeding heavily. Sensei, help me. As Kakashi was now in deep thought. On one end was his objective to bring back Sasuke Uchiha. On the other end, his own student was dying, on the verge of death. He had to choose one, because he knew if he took Naruto back, he will leave Sasuke here because he was almost out of chakra. I'm sorry, Naruto, but I have to carry him. This is the order from Tsunade. Stay here, the medics will come. I can't make any shadow clones. Don't leave me, please, Naruto said in deep agony and pain. I'm sorry, Naruto, but you have to wait here for a little bit on your own. The medic teams will come here sooner or later. As Kakashi went away and grabbed Sasuke before leaving, as something inside of him told him that he might have made the worst mistake, but right now all that matters to him was to conduct and to protect the subject of the mission, Sasuke Uchiha. As Naruto now laid there, in deep pain and agony. You're still going to wait? Pathetic, said a deep voice from within him. Shut up, Fox. Can't you see? I'm in pain right now. I don't want to talk to you right now. Not like I wish to talk to you as well, but genius, if you die, I will break free. And you don't want that to happen, right? You do not want me to finish my job as the civilians used to tell you before beating you. Stop it. As QB then began to play with Naruto's mind, showing him the memories as well as the flashbacks of his past, where he used to run and hide, but some shinobi was there to catch him and throw him into the wolf's den, the more like public stand, in which he was beaten badly to the inch of his life until his Gigi arrived. Stop it! I know it is your doing, QB. And why should I? I'm this close to breaking free. As suddenly, Naruto sensed that all his pain stopped. It's not fun when you stop fighting back. Wait, why are you helping me? It's because I do not want you to die, you idiot. Why? You have been betrayed by them again and again, and yet you are indifferent to them. I am intrigued. Why? Why are you so indifferent to them? It's because my Gigi said that. I can prove them wrong. Your Gigi said that. That old man is dead, and so is his wisdom, his all ideologies. Everything he taught and preached to these people is dead down in the ground with him. They're gonna follow the new Kage. And from the looks of it, Tsunade didn't even care a bit about you. And so did your sensei. He left you here to die, even knowing you were mortally wounded. But he said that medics will come. Oh, come on, kid. As such that you do not know. The medics, as well as everyone in the village, hates you and your guts. Why would they send a medic here? And neither Shinobi wasn't here, only he was. He was made sure so that Sasuke was brought here and made sure that to find an opening to kill you. What? You're lying. Sensei wouldn't. And why do I lie? I mean, he practically left you here for dead after Sasuke finished up the job. If he was here watching all of this, I even sensed his chakra as such, then why didn't he intervene? He could have helped you. As Naruto's eyes went, wait, he was here? Yes, he was standing, hiding, and watching all of this play out. He could have helped you intervening, but he didn't. What? Yes, kid. You have been played by them again and again for more than many years. How long are you going to continue to do so? This whole cat and mouse game with them. It's time you drop this mask and let them see the real you. As Naruto finally sighed, as his facial features shifted. How long have you known that it was not the real me? Said Naruto in a deep tone. I was basically just trapped here since the day you were born. How could have I guessed or known that you are not what you seem, kid? You're more than meets the eye. You were hiding. After all, you're his son. Do not speak that man's name. He's the one who cursed my life. Well, kid, he thought that they will protect you. They will honor his wishes. And why are you telling me this? You hated his guts. Last time I checked, you pierced through their stomach. I was under the influence of a genjutsu from an Uchiha. What? An Uchiha? This wasn't told to me. And Uchiha was the one, the catalyst who did all of this. And who might this Uchiha be? This Uchiha was none other than Madara Uchiha, or a person who has his eyes. I am not sure, but I have seen those eyes before, and they are the accursed eyes who have controlled me once before to attack the same village, hundreds of years ago. I see. Then this is something that I need to look into, because that person might be still out there, and my only lead is Itachi Uchiha. How did you come to that conclusion? Because Akatsuki wanted to come with me, and Akatsuki includes Itachi, meaning my best guess as well as chances to find that about that man will be in the Akatsuki. Now that is quick thinking. Your wounds are almost healed, and guess what? It has been a day, and you haven't been recovered yet. And neither did Kakashi return. I don't need to go back. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze is dead to Konoha, and from here on out, he will be all by his own. So you're just gonna let them go like that? Who says so? I'm gonna take over everything they stand for. Their village, everything, their power. I'm gonna shred each and every ounce of the power away from them and make them powerless and helpless as a 3-year-old me was. And then I'm gonna take my revenge. But first I need some things to be done. What might that be? You see, when I was a kid, I used to go into Gigi's library and study some books. And those books were not any books. Those books were of the ancient text. I told him I liked to see the pictures, and he just let me be. I acted dumb and I was able to gain knowledge. There are some Uzumaki Max in the Land of Waves, in a shrine of the Uzumakis. I'm gonna go there and grab each one of them. And with the help of all 9 masks combined, I'll be able to talk to spirits through Shinigami. And why do you wish to talk to them? Or more like who? Who you guess? Ah, Ryuzen Sarutobi, huh? Why though? Why him? I thought you might be guessing my parents or so. Because your parents left you like this and you hate your father. So it's not likely that you will be talking to them. The person you want to talk to is Hiruzen Sarutobi. Precisely. I'm gonna confront him first, and if he is who I think he is, then I'm gonna crush that motherfucking village for once and for all. Good, let us begin then. As now this was going on, we see Naruto get up and leave. We go towards Konoha, as Tsunade was slamming her table again in the council chambers. What do you mean, Hatake Kakashi, that Naruto was dead when you arrived there? As I said, his body drowned at the Valley of the End. His heart was punctured by Sasuke using the Chidori. There was nothing I could do. He was drawing his last breath and I stood there until he died. Kakashi said, I see then. At least we should send someone to recover his body. I think we should let him rest there. Why should we do that? Said Jiraiya as he arrived there with narrowed eyes. There's something, Harake, that you're not telling us. Inoichi, you have to look into his mind. What? I did not consent to that. As in an instant, Jiraiya grabbed him from behind. Do it. But, Hokage-sama, do as Jiraiya says. And in an instant, Inoichi jumped inside Kakashi's mind, and after some time, he was out. You motherfucker, said Inoichi as he jumped over the table and grabbed Kakashi to begin punching his face. This bastard let him die there. Naruto was begging him to go with him, but he left him there, assuring him that he will send some help there. And he told us that he died. Why, Kakashi? Why did you do this? Said Jiraiya. He bruised hatred towards him, and he was the one who was telling all of these civilians where he was hiding all this time. His own guard. Now it all makes sense why would you take missions on his birthday to stay away from him. So what if I did? He's the reason why Sensei died that day. Such a petty reason. And you taught him. I didn't teach him shit. I was even surprised that he survived the Chunin exams, let alone come this far. If it wasn't for you, he wouldn't have gotten his Rasengan and all. And I am aiming to teach and pass it to the rightful owner who I see and deem fit. Sasuke, you're hardly joking. I am going to deny, and I'm going to invoke you from using that jutsu as well. What? But it's my jutsu, it's not yours. It's my students, and I revoke you since I as a sensei have the right to do so. You cannot do this to me. And you had not any right to do this to Naruto as well. Anbu, take him, and you are hereby stripped away from all shinobi rights as well, Hatake Kakashi. You are to be placed into the prison altogether. You can't do this to me. I avenged this village. I should be greeted as a hero. No, please don't do this, he said, looking towards his comrades, but to no avail, as he was taken away after his headband was taken. Jiraiya, you have to look for him. We are still here. Get the fuck out of my office then. You're not needed here anymore. Said Tsunade as all of them in an instant left, because they knew that if they angered the woman, well, there'd be hell to pay. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna go look for him. Said Tsunade, there is no point. I was there. I even went there. There was nothing more there. Even his traces have vanished. And my worst fears are that someone might have taken his body. You think it's Orochimaru? I don't know. Maybe where's Akatsuki? Oh, shit. What are we gonna do, Jiraiya? That kid, I trusted him and this happens. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have given him that accursed. It's not your fault. It's Kakashi. He's the one at fault. We shouldn't have trusted him. As this was going on in Konoha, we go towards all the way. Now in Land of Waves, where Naruto has arrived in the night. As while everyone was resting, he went towards the shrine in which he saw while talking to Haku, an abandoned shrine. After arriving there, he saw that all 9 masks were there, and after grabbing each and every one of them and placing them precisely and kanji-wise, he wore the masks on the face, and everything became visible to him. The Shinigami was in front of him. Who dares to intervene in my territory, mortal? I wish to speak to the spirit of Hiruzen Sarutobi. Alright, but what would you offer? I did not know there was an offering here, and you cannot speak to him. What would you like? I'll allow it this time, but next time you have to offer 3 souls. I see. I'll keep that in mind. And please destroy these face masks after being done. And I won't curse your soul after this. I'll do it. As Hiruzen Sarutobi's soul manifested there. Naruto, my boy. What are you doing here? You look injured. I'm fine. Hokage. I need you to answer me some questions. Naruto. What do you mean? Hiruzen was now getting worried. Naruto wasn't calling him his GD. Kakashi left me to die here. The villagers never treated me right. I was always abused when no one was looking, and at the end you always came there, in the nick of time. Was this all your plan? No, Naruto. It wasn't. Don't lie to me. Please. You're dead already. What effect would you have on them? I already deserted the village, what? In their eyes I'm dead. They left me to die. After I retrieved the Uchiha back. Or more like at least tried to, not without harming him. What? Oh no. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. What do you mean, how it wasn't supposed to go? Your father. I suppose I know who he is. Minato no Mikaze. The 4th Hokage. You knew? I always knew. I kept a mask to prevent anyone from knowing. I see. But Naruto, I must say I'm sorry, my boy. I tried my best to protect you, but in the end, it didn't matter. They were just so hell-bent on getting revenge on you. Because of the QB. Pathetic. So, tell me, Hiruzen Sarutobi, what were you to do if I went there and destroy the village? Because they have left and destroyed the morals of your senseis as well as your own. You have our permission to do so. What? Sensei, please, shut up, monkey. Because giving you the village, I knew that day I might have made a mistake, and my worst fears came true when I saw that the village was crumbling down, right under your nose, and you couldn't see it. You're just too arrogant and prideful at the time. I know, Sensei. I apologize. I am ashamed of what I have done. It is not entirely your fault. Homura Koharu and Danzo has been taking a lot of power away from you, stripping it like a leech, drinking blood from my body. Needs to be removed. And as for Konoha, it's nothing more than a husk of his former glory, said Hashirama, adding on to his brother Tobirama's words. And you have our permission to destroy it. As I will. As after that, Naruto saw some more souls approach, the soul of his father and mother. Naruto, shut up. I am not gonna speak to you, or even bother to speak to you. I have relished your name. I do not need Namikaze attached to my name. You disgust me. You left me here to rot because you thought that you were doing a noble duty. For what? To be a legendary hero? Well, congratulations, Minato. That you are now there. And as for me? Your own student left me to die at the Valley of the End after my heart was pierced by surprise jutsu, which he taught to a student. As Minato looked down, I'm sorry, son. Sorry isn't gonna cut out here. I do not wish to see your face. Naruto, please don't speak to your father like that. Mother, I don't even know what happened to you. And I don't know how to feel that you are here right now. I died. I died giving birth to you. After the Biju was ripped out of me, I died. There's nothing more to it. I see. I see. It's nice meeting you all. Thank you for the guidance. Wait, before you go, said Hashirama. In the back of the village, there is a hidden hut, which Mito and I created. There we have left a lot of scrolls as well as our jutsus. So did I. So Tobirama. We have a lot of prized jutsus there, and Mito Nesan has went there after, my death and when Hiruzen became the next Hokage. There's a lot of knowledge hidden there. You'll be able to use it to your own advantage. Only an Uzumaki with blood inside of his veins can enter there. I see. And son, no matter what happens, your father, me, and everyone here loves you. No matter how much he apologizes, he cannot make up for his mistakes. But please, remember this, that we love you and are proud of you. And we support your decision. Here, Zerbinato, it may not be enough, but this is the key to the, Kyuubi's seal. It is in your hands. You can release it or do whatever you wish with it, said Minato before leaving, as he was trying to hide the tears and shame that he brought upon his son. Because his son was right, he was way too trusting of these people, and it has cost him, his son, dearly now. Maybe forever. As now we see Naruto, way too much shocked, as Shinigami appeared there, as the soul disappeared, turning into smoke. Time is up. Now go before I consume your soul, and destroy the masks. Thank you, Shinigami-sama. Good luck, kid. As we see, Naruto destroyed the masks and the shrine, as Naruto left the land of waves. Where he was going? Behind Konoha. His directions? Well, unknown. All he was sure was he was looking for a hut. As after arriving and there back to his village, being undetected, which he has gotten better at, he arrived, finally where he was supposed to go. And as soon as he was standing in front of the hut, a hand was placed back behind on his arm and shoulder. He looked behind to see that it was Jiraiya. Naruto, you're alive. Jiraiya, what are you doing here? I usually come to this spot whenever I'm sad. And yeah, when I heard that you died, how do you think or come to a conclusion that I died? Even before coming here to search for me. Kakashi came back, he told us that you died, and he saw you drown there and wanted you to be buried there. But when I confronted him, saying that I think that something's wrong here, and we should let Inuichi see through his mind, he began to, act up. But we saw through his mind, and what we find horrified us. And even I went there after that to search for you, but to no avail. Your traces were long gone. Where have you been, Naruto? Why didn't you return back to this hellhole? No, I'm done with it. What? Yes, and I have the blessing of the previous Kages as well to do so. Even my own parents. How do you... I used the 9 masks of the Shinigami after tracking them down. What? So they're real? Yes, that is where I have been for the past 8 days. I see then. So why are you here? To train. And it's none of your concern as of what to train in, because I do not trust any of you. Even Tsunade as far as it goes. But Naruto, I do not care. Even third Hokage lied to me. So do you. All of you do. I have completely lost faith in all of you and my trust. My only main goal is to look for that masked person, and my best bet is the Akatsuki. Don't go near that organization, Naruto. All they are is bad news. And why shouldn't I? They are my best bet at searching for my answers. I need to know where that masked person is, Jiraiya. I will be the one who will kill him and put an end to this all madness once and for all. They're after the Jinchurikis. I was able to conjure up some things from my connections. They're after all the Jinchurikis, and they're gonna target the Suna Jinchuriki in a few months. Are you sure about this? 2 of the Katsuki members are scouting out the area near Suna. I have sent out a letter to them, and they have been warned, and have been on alert, highly alert. I see. But why should I trust you? You can trust him, kid, said the Kyuubi's voice. Are you sure about this? I do not see why I should trust any of them any longer. There are some people in there who genuinely were attached to you, and one such was Jiraiya, who was too blindingly trusting of his sensei, as was your father. Listen, Naruto, I apologize to what has happened to you, but you must believe me. I can never do anything like that to you. You're my godson. Why would I do that? I see. Then where were you all my life when I needed you at the time? Said Naruto. I was trying to protect you and your identity, keeping it a secret from the different villages and their spies. Sensei promised me that he will keep you safe here, while I try to protect the village and you from outside and stop any possible leaks from happening about your birth, because your father and mother had a lot of enemies and you could have been targeted. I know. It all makes sense now. Perfect opportunity for Kakashi too. I know now who the shinobi was. It was Kakashi, wasn't he? My god, you're smart, huh? You're catching up way too much up, Naruto. It's a habit of mine to look deep into the deepness of every bit of details. Way off from our saying, but I did not wish to follow the saying of Konoha any longer. I'll say what I say. As of now, I'll be staying here, completely hidden. Can I tell this to Tsunade? She has been a mess. Only her when you're alone. And as for the rest, they can all go to hell for all I care about. But your friends there. Friends? Who? Shikamaru, Joji, all of them. They have been informed. Even Sasuke. What? Why the Uchiha? Well, he's sad. Like it or not, he's shocked that he killed you. What? Yes. He's scared. It's best if you visit him. Where is he? Naruto said, quite intrigued and wanting to see why the Uchiha Sasuke, who literally tried to murder him, was so afraid now. As we see Naruto standing in a room in the dark alleyway, all by himself, to see that inside Sasuke Uchiha was clutching his knees and there was dark circles under his eyes. As his gaze fell towards the window where Naruto was standing, as his eyes went, don't come near me, please. It was an accident. I wasn't myself. I didn't mean to hurt you. I warned you to get away from me. All I needed was revenge on my brother. I didn't wish to kill you. As Naruto really was shocked now. What is this? Interesting, said Kyuubi. What? So it was all a fake it all this time, trying to act tough and cool so that he could send all those people who cared about him away. He really is just scared to lose people or get attached to them. But somehow, because of your consistency of your mask, he was able to get attached to you. And doing what he did has taken a toll on him. Might have even broken him. I'm alive, Sasuke. You do not need to worry. No! I saw you die. I killed you with my own hand. I'm cursed. Whoever I like, whoever I see as my friend, all of them die. He's looming over me. His shadow and curse is looming over me. I have to kill him. I have to put an end to this. No. There's another way. Maybe if I kill myself, then this will end. Yes, this nightmare will end if I kill myself. Before he could do anything, Naruto went there and suppressed him. You're not going to do that, Sasuke. Look into me. Look into my eyes. See. Look. As Sasuke was thrashing left and right, but he calmed down. You're alive. Wait, you're alive. Calm down. I don't wish to people to hear about this, but I don't understand. I saw you die. Well, I was close to that, but my tenant decided to help me out. You mean the Kyuubi? Yes. And it has opened my eyes as well, Sasuke. This village, it has taken so much from me. And so has from you. I see it now why you wanted to get away from this village. All they do is just to gloat and boost your ego so that you can be manipulated. But it was all an act, wasn't it? I had to be strong so that I couldn't get close to anyone. I wanted to allow myself to get close to anyone, because these cursed eyes needs to kill someone who they like to be achieved. I see now. So that is why he allowed you to kill me, so that you might be able to awaken the power. And when he saw that he failed, he left me to die. You mean Kakashi left you too? Yes, he left me to die. And somehow my Biju decided to help me, and in the end I was able to survive. I see. But why do you think that this village is taken from us? I mean, think, Itachi was the most pacific out of all of them. I may not be sure, but I have a theory. Itachi, I have seen him and have been saved by him. He was the most peaceful and calm person I have ever met. Why did he turn into a sociopath who would derangedly kill his own family and the whole clan? He couldn't be doing this to test out the power. If he wanted to, he could have tested out on someone else because he was smart. He was not ruthless. You're right. Why didn't I think of that? Meaning, someone was behind this. Someone told him to do this and to leave you alive. And that someone must be the Council of Konoha. How did you? Because only Council has the authority to give orders on Kage's behalf. I see now. So they're the ones who did this. And my brother, he's not that much of a victim, but he is kind of. Because in the end, it was him who killed all of them. But for what? Why? There must be a reason. Well, they were fighting continuously, my father and my brother. There must be something going on in between the clans. Do you have any documents or history that you can go and search? All of them were taken in by the council. They have confiscated it and told me that I can access it when I grow of the sufficient age. They're hiding something, Sasuke. Beware. And do not tell anyone about me. I'm gonna disappear and pretend to be dead for upcoming few years. And after I'm done and trained well enough, I'll return. Wait, where? Train hard, Sasuke. Train hard, on your own. As Naruto then disappeared, as Sasuke just stood there, shocked at what his friend has told him. And after that we have a time skip. Time skip of 4 years. 4 years later we go towards Konoha's council room. As there we see the whole council has gathered, Tsunade was seated there as well. So, why did this meeting was called again? I was busy dealing with Ino as well as Hinata, teaching them the medical ninjutsu. As we see Danzo then begin, it is because Tsunade, the Akatsuki members, has been seen scouting under different villages and popping up dead as well. Isn't it good that they are dying out then? Said Koharu. It is, but by whom? That is my concern. A person strong enough to take care of many S-rank shinobis together. That person is dangerous in its own right. What could his agenda be? Or more like, what does he want? If it is something that we can give him and offer him, he could be a proper and stronghold shinobi to be added to our rollsters and make Konoha strong and great. That is something that is right, said Homura. It is not, difficult or hurtful to look into this matter. What do you say, Tsunade? Who is this shinobi that you're referring to? He goes by the name Kage alone. Quite a weird name to pick, because he's not representing any village. Kage, huh? I heard that he is a triple S rank shinobi, and the only shinobi ever able to achieve that rank, even far beyond ours. Yes, it could be said that he might be on the same rank of Hashirama's Sama as well as Madara Uchiha's, as everyone was quite surprised by this, because Danzo was the ones singing this praise, and it was in itself quite a wonder, because Danzo rarely said any of this shit from his mouth. I see. You have this much confidence in him. My Anbus were scouting an area, and they just, let's just say, bumped into him. It wasn't a pretty sight. Only one was left alive. He thinks that it was done intentionally to make aware that he won't take shit about sneaky attacks from no one. I see. How many shinobi did he take care of? 50 to be precise. Only one escaped, and he died out of blood loss after arriving there. To such precision, to be allowed to cuts that his blood loss will be controlled. This is a master at work, and we need him. Need him here, Tsunade, said Homura, backing up his best friend, Danzo. As Koharu then added, it must be for the best, and if he can teach our newer and younger generation, think about all the shinobis that will be produced, the stronger and powerful shinobis generation, Tsunade. I will think about this, but we have to focus on our own defenses, because for whatever reason Akatsuki is doing what they are doing, they might also come for Konoha, and for that we have to up our defenses first. As Shikaku Nara then backed up Tsunade's, all points. Well, Kokage-sama is right. We need to up our defenses. They are weakened after the last attack. It was a few years ago. I remind you, Shikaku, and remind you we almost lost if it wasn't for, well, some of our help from the previous generation. I see. But in the end, this is also important and it cannot be ignored. And neither can our defenses be. First defenses and then we'll look into it if we have some spare shinobis and time. Meeting adjourned. As after that, we see that Jiraiya and Tsunade were alone in the office. Seriously. Those three idiots and goons are getting on my nerves. When is Naruto going to start with his plan? Well, the first phase in the session, he might be taking care of Orochimaru right now. I helped him track him down. So he's seriously taking care of him. Yes, and that is when Sasuke entered the room. Am I interrupting something, Hokage-sama? No, nothing at all, Sasuke. What is it that you wish to speak? It's Naruto. He has sent it in the scroll. It contains Orochimaru and Kabuto Yakushi's bodies. Thank you. You may leave now. Alright. When will he be returning? Well, we never know. He's like a shadow, you know. He comes and goes whenever he wishes to. Seriously, what's that idiot thinking? Come on, Sasuke, I'm hurt. You know what I'm thinking. You're back finally. Said Sasuke, quite surprised and shocked, at the same time with the deadpan tone because he knew Naruto had a gang for now, scaring him, appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, you know me. Well, that takes care of it. Your friend is dead. He's not our friend, first of all. He's a traitor. And second, why did you brought his body back? Because to collect bounty. Why else? You know, they're getting way too much suspicious of this Kage entity, Naruto. And I presume that other villages will be. And sooner or later, there will be a Kage Summit call to, well, grab you. And to get into contact with you. How so? Because the other villages are also quite intrigued into this personality that you have created. And they want this personality to be on their side. The shinobi, his powers, to be their weapon. I'm my own kind of guy. I do not work for no one. I know. So far the Katsuki has been taken care of. Well, because of Itachi's help, I have been taking care of his comrade, and as well as the immortals, and the Deidara and Sasori. So far 5 has been taken care of. Can't believe Nisama has been helping you out like this. Well, he's been a great help, Sasuke. As how far the evidence has gone against them. We have found out about the Uchiha massacre. And with the help of Sasuke and the rest, it was those 3 who did this. I still can't believe that I believed every word they spat from their mouth at the time. Calm your nerves, Sasuke. Everything will be done when the time comes. And what about him? Kakashi? He's been sent to Blood Prison. His chakra has been sealed up by Jiraiya himself, and only he has the key to unlock it. And it cannot be bypassed. It's a Uzumaki-esque great seal. No matter who he contacts or how much the other one try, it will not help. I see then, that is good. One less person to worry about. So, he tracked down that masked person. Itachi did say that there was a masked person there, but it might be the wrong one. Or could he be the same as me? Keeping up a fake it. What do you mean? Itachi did say at times he thought that he was a Sharingan user, but he cannot seem to remember because of the genjutsu placed on his mind that he cannot break. So he's aware of the genjutsu at least. He's not that dumb. So, what are we gonna do? Is this our guy or not? My guess is that this is. What do you think, Kurama? It could be right, kid. As Kurama's had appeared there, made a manifestation of chakra. Tsunade, Jiraiya. Kid might be onto something, and I think that he has the same chakra as the person had. If we get into contact with him, it will be done. We will be able to get revenge for the kid's parents and be able to deal with him once and for all. As this was going on, we go towards the Akatsuki. Gentlemen, or at least those who have been left, said Pain. Today I would like to introduce you to the real leader of this organization, the founding father, Madara Uchiha. As Toby stood forward. Toby, I am Madara Uchiha, said a deep tone instead of a childish one. And I created this organization because of my plan. But it seems that there has been a hindrance, this Kage figure. So I'm changing the course of actions for a little bit. We are deviating from our path. We have to hunt this person down. and kill him. And in the end, we'll go look for the other Bijus. What about the Kyuubi? It'll take some years to manifest. It's a bigger Biju. Since his Jinchuriki is dead and his body has not been recovered or found by Zetsu, our only chance is to wait and hope that the Biju itself will be manifesting soon. And what if it doesn't? Then we might have ourselves a problem. But we have a backup plan. Backup plan? The Inkaku and Ginkaku brothers sealed inside the vault of the temple of the Land of Fire. It's heavily guarded by the monks as well as samurais, and the guardian dwells in themselves. I know. But we're strong enough to distract them and went through them. We'll try our best. Let's just hope and don't pray to that we have to go through that. We have to just wait for a few years to see. As after that, the meeting was adjourned and Kakashi was able to send a crow in the direction of Konoha. As now we go towards the hut in which now Naruto was staying at, in which his hideout was, as he heard a knock on the door. He went there to see it was Hinata. Hinata, what are you doing here? Oh, me and Ino-chan wanted to bring you some snacks. I see, thank you. Thanks for the ramen, Ino. Nothing to worry about, Naruto-kun. So how far your study has gone? Well, I have been studying a few new Fuinjutsu seals and been meaning to try on them. What are these seals? These are, hopping seals from one location to the other side, which we can imagine. Really? Yes, but it has never been tested, and I do not wish to test it at all. I'm gonna disregard it. Why? It's just a beautiful and a powerful seal. Why would you do this? It's too dangerous. The possibilities, if it falls into the wrong hands, it should be produced as only for one person only, and that should be me. That's kind of, not nice, but okay, we understand your perspective. So, what do you think? Are you... As before, could ask anything. We see that crow appeared and let it on the window as Naruto grabbed it. It's Itachi's crow. The person is the same. He claimed to be Mother Uchiha today, and he's targeting Hokage. So they finally changed their tactics, huh? And they have a second plan. Now this I need to inform Tsunade. Hinata, Ino, there's something I need to tell you. As after that we see Ino and Hinata leave for a few bit, and unknown to Naruto, outside his hut a figure appeared. So this is where he had been hiding, Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. So what if I am? Said a voice behind him as 18 kunais were placed right next to his throat. One move and you'll explode. What? As he saw on the ground, some seals were hissing. Tell me, why do I sense Otsutsuki chakra inside of you? How are you even? Because Kyuubi inside of me, remember? A being that resided with the Otsutsukis and have been laced with the knowledge of the past. You are her will, aren't you? Naruto said with a smirk. So you came to a conclusion. This is not a peace offering plan or anything, right? You just want to free her. So what if I do? Good, that is all I need them to hear. What? You see, Itachi sent a crow, but it was grabbed and sawn by the others. But Itachi, instead of telling them to kill them, they thought it would be better to arrive where it went. As we see, Madara appeared in front of them. So it was all a false hope then. Yes, Obito. It was all a false hope. I was going to betray you in the end to free my mother. Hush now. Disintegrate. Naruto sealed and burned so high that Zetsu was nothing more than ashes. I need to bring you out now, Madara. Or should I say, Obito Uchiha. And now you'll die at my hands for what you did. As Naruto bursted into KCM2 state. And you'll pay for it. As all hell broke loose when the remaining Akatsuki members and Naruto began to fight. The other two Sanins also arrived there and so did Naruto's friends to see that Naruto was battling out at full potential and was winning dearly. And in the end he was able to defeat them. And after that we see Naruto standing over all of their bodies. Except for Itachi who was standing on the side coming out of the shadows. Destroy the Rinnegan, Naruto. It cannot be taken into the wrong hands. As Naruto did everything, even destroying the Rinnegan. Well, fake one, taking the real eyes for himself. As Naruto planted the eyes into his own, thanks to a medical ninjutsu that he was able to learn from Hinata, Ino, and Tsunade, that she had to offer. As Naruto, thanks to the help of Kurama, was able to adjust his eyes back to normal and tap into the Rinnegan's power as well. Thanks, Kurama. Not to worry, kid. It's better to have these eyes with you than anyone else out there. So the Katsuki has been taken care of. There's nothing we need to worry about. Except, said the QB. I know. It's time to run then over. As all of them were gathered there. Everyone, it's time. Like right now, said Sasuke. Right now, Sasuke. As Tsunade then went after a nod, and Jiraiya alongside Jiraiya called for a council meeting. In the night, Hokage-sama, what was that attack and why did we sense Kyuubi's chakra? Is it manifesting again? And why did you call for a meeting instead of taking care of it? It has been taken care of. And as for this meeting, there is a figure who would like to meet you. As the Kage stood in front of them after warping there, and he dropped his mask. Hello everyone. You might have known me as Naruto, the demon, but I would like to clarify that. I am Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, and I am the Kage. As everyone's eyes widened, before they could blame him, the Kyuubis had appeared. Hello everyone. I am the one who you call the demon. As now their blood ran cold. What is going on here? You're supposed to be one. How can I be a nine-tail, Biju, and a fox at that? How can it turn into a human? You are not wizards or magicians. You are just shinobis who are able to use chakra and elemental stuff. And with the help of Fuinjutsu and a little bit of your own chakra, all you can do is just trap one being. This is the extent of your powers. All of our powers. You're not gods who can turn a 9-foot-tall fox into a human. As all of them looked down. Idiots. And as for why I'm here to start a coup, which has already begun, with the death of you three. As in an instant, we see Hiyashi, Hinata, Ino, as well as Inoichi, alongside the rest of the Shinobi Council, dashed towards them and pushed them down, as Danzo, with the help of Izanagi, was able to revive until Naruto arrived behind him and dragged his soul out of his body, bursting his Sharingan's implants into nothing more than bloody gore, and sending his soul down to the Shinigami's den. Good riddance. As they all looked towards the civilian. You wanted a monster and a demon, right? I'm here to finish what I started. Let's end this. As we see now, Konoha was, without any destruction, conquered, and all power was being stripped away from the civilian council before their eyes. The shinobis who were siding with them were kicked out. Every asset they owned was claimed and taken from them. As now we see more than 1,000 of people were kicked out of the village, and Naruto as a tyrant gained control over the rest of the property. And all of the village as well. This village is now under my banner and command. It will be still the name of the village that it was, Konoha, but it has now new ruler. Not a Kage, but a ruler. And only me and I will be the one who rules over it. And alongside me, my trusted people will be the one who will govern you. As everyone had no choice other than that to bow to him or face the wrath, as those thousands who have been kicked out into the wilderness like guinea pigs into the wolf's den. And their screams to this day could be heard because one of them would be killed sooner or later by the wild animals and consumed by the nature. And as for Naruto, he went ahead and greeted the other nations and offered a peace treaty. But those who betrayed him because they didn't want any peace treaty, such as Iva and Kumo, they were turned into nothing more than low-level villages, not even shinobi villages. And as for Suna, his greatest ally, it was the second strongest nation now, followed by Kiri, who has agreed to join the alliance as well. And the people of both the deserted villages, such as Iwa and Kumo, have joined his army as well. And for those who were, well, the defects as he called them, they were thrown out. And sooner or later the whole elemental nation was being taken over by Naruto and his own people. And the power even was stripped away from the daimyos because they couldn't do a better job. And now they had the supreme power. Naruto had the supreme power, and he was gonna make sure that everything was right, and no one will suffer like he did, even if it's the last thing he do, and you better believe it. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one. If you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And as for today, yeah, I may not be uploading any second story on my second channel because I'm already tired with making this one for some reason. So yeah, again, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.